I miss you, Prison 3. Don't worry. I'll be back soon. I love you. Anyway, Grumpy Goblin here. Thanks for tuning in. This is episode number 3 of my Noob's Guide. Hello, epic stuff. Of my Noob's Guide to Prison on Titan MC. We're going to hop on in to prison number 4, where I am doing my Start From Scratch series. And if you remember the last episode, I got this sweet cell. There was like 6 or 7 people, or maybe 3 or 4, I don't know, I like to exaggerate, standing around, fighting, click fighting, digitally duking it out for this cell, and I won. So I was pretty lucky. There was absolutely no skill involved in that that I'm aware of. So I got I got this cell I'm pretty happy with. So today, in today's episode, we're going to take about 15 or 20 minutes and I'm going to set it up. I'm going to show you how to make signs, how to set prices. We're going to journey around the cell block a little bit, kind of see what other prices are at. And I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks about how to make chests and trapped chests so that you can stack chests close to each other without having to have the one block gap in between them. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be really educational, and I'm going to move pretty quickly. So pay attention, class. There will be a pop quiz afterwards. No, there won't. Let's go ahead and pay my cell rent. $1,050 just gone like that. Well, such is the cost of doing business in a prison, I guess. So, alright, let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so the first things first is I went out and I got some wood. I've already made some signs. Let me teach you something really cool about the Titan MC server if you're not familiar with it. Let's say you need to make signs, but you have no idea how to make a sign. Well, the Titan MC servers, and a lot of Minecraft servers, have a cool feature called recipe. So it's a command that you can type in. Then you type in recipe, and we want to know how to make a sign. So you do recipe sign, and you get a pop-up window that shows you the recipe for a sign in it. So it's saying that a stick here and 6 oak wood planks arranged like this will give you 3 signs. So let's do another one. Say you want to make a chest, recipe chest. We all know this one. 8 oak wood planks arranged in a circle like that create 1 chest. I've already created a bunch of chests. I've created a ton of chests actually. I accidentally created 99 chests. I have 99 chests on me. I'm definitely not going to be using them all. Although it would be kind of funny to create a completely chest full cell. I'm not going to be doing that. What we're going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop down these signs that I've got everywhere because I'm going to replace these. Let's get rid of all my signs. Alright, so I got a completely empty cell now. I'm only going to put down some furnaces, and we're going to create some what's called trapped chests, which are really cool. They're kind of a way around the problem of you can't put small chests right next to each other. Like let's say you would like to have a row of, like 3 small chests in a row. Well, you can't do that. I'm clicking in the middle here. I can't put a 3rd chest there. And if I put a small chest next to this one, it becomes a large chest, and then I can't put a small chest here. So you've probably seen it in other people's cells. How do they put 3 small chests right next to each other? Well, the way they do that is through trapped chests. So we do a recipe trapped chest. I think that's it. Yep, there it is. It's going to take 1 chest and 1 tripwire hook. But Grumpy, what in the world's a tripwire hook? How do I make a tripwire hook? Well, that's pretty easy. You do recipe tripwire, and there's a tripwire. 1 piece of iron, 1 stick, and 1 oak wood plank creates 2 tripwire hooks. So let's go ahead. I've got some iron ore here in my inventory. I'm going to go ahead and plop down a couple of my furnaces. I like, if you notice in my cell in prison number 3, I don't like having furnaces out in the open for everybody to just see. I think it's kind of a distraction, and everybody knows what they're for and everything. So they don't need to be on display. I like putting them up in the ceiling so that they're just out of the way and not even thought of. Just kind of, out of sight, out of mind, right? So I put those up there. I'm going to split my coal amongst 4. And I think I've showed this in previous videos. If I want to split this 11, I'm obviously not going to be able to split it up evenly. But if I want to split it up among 4 spaces, you click it, and then you left click and hold and swipe it across 4 blocks, and then you get, it evenly divides it and leaves 3 left over. So I'll just take those and right click on those just to make it 2, 3, 3, and 3. So that's how I evenly divided that up. I'm just going to click on that and throw them up there. So all those have at least 2 pieces of coal in them. Now I'm going to look at my inventory. I've got 31 pieces of iron ore. I'm going to split that up. Click, left click and hold across 4 spaces. And there we've got 7. I'm going to click, right click, right click, right click. So I've got 7, 8, 8, and 8. I'm going to click on here. I'm going to shift click to move it up into the first furnace. Shift click to move it up. Shift click and shift click. So that's how you quickly divide and move things up. And so there we go. Let's see. All right, so those are now churning away. We only need a couple pieces of iron, so let's go ahead and take that out. Now remember the recipe for tripwire? Iron, stick, and oakwood plank. I've got oakwood planks, I've got sticks, and now I've got iron. So let's go ahead and open up a crafting window. Oh, I don't have a crafting window. I mean, I do because I'm a donator, but I don't actually have a crafting bench in here. So let's go ahead and make one real quick. And if I abruptly stop talking and have to start recording again, it's because my power went out. The lights are currently flickering in my home, so that sounds like fun. All right, so there's my crafting bench. Let's go ahead and plop down the crafting bench. Another thing that I like, if I do use, I don't usually make a crafting bench because I have access to workbench command. But let's go ahead and put it up in the ceiling so it's out of the way. Let's go ahead and create. It was one here. This was at the bottom, and the stick was right here, right? All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm going to make 8 because I get 2 each one of these. I'm going to make 8. I'm going to make 8 tripwire hooks. Boom, there's 8 tripwire hooks. So tripwire hooks are pretty cool for making trap chests. And again, the recipe for a trap chest is a trap chest and a tripwire hook. So let's go ahead and make 8 trapped chests by taking a chest and my 8 tripwire hooks. And that's going to create a trapped chest. And boom, there's 8 trapped chests. So I'm going to clear off my main menu bar here so that I have nothing in it except regular chests and trap chests. So in the first slot I have chests, and in my second slot I have trap chests. And this is what's cool about trap chests, is they work just like regular chests. Of course, in vanilla Minecraft, if you have it near redstone or if you have it near dynamite, it triggers traps. But in the prison here, and in, if you don't have it set up for a trap in regular Minecraft, then you can use it to do cool things like this. Regular chest, trap chest, regular chest, trap chest, regular chest. And now we have a whole row of chests right next to each other, and you get away from the not having to have a whole block gap in between chests of the same type. You can kind of tell trap chests apart because they have a red rim around the latch instead of just a regular dark gray rim around the latch. And these are all stackable, so you can go boom, 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 and then you can create an entire wall of chests. Now the thing to remember about chest when you're creating your cell is that if you place it like this chest right here that I just placed, I can't open it because there's something right above it. And in this case it's the furnace. I can't open that. I'm right clicking, I can't open it. You can you can open chests that are below other chests, this one and this one, but you cannot open chests that are below solid objects like furnaces or other blocks or even crafting tables. So yeah, I can't open that one either. So bear that in mind when you're designing your cell. This is just a wall of chests over here. So that's how you use trap chests to make chests that are right next to each other. If you want to, you can mix and match. You don't have to do one every other. You can like even have a double chest. Like that's a trap chest, so I can do a double trap chest, and then do a single and then another trap. And likewise on the bottom here, I can come down here, knock those out. That is a regular chest, let's say, and so I want to do a trap chest, and then a regular, and then let's do this. Let's kind of make a little design here. Do a regular, and then I'll do. If I put a regular chest here, this is a regular chest. I was going to combine and make one big chest like that, but I don't want to do that, so I'll hack this away and put a trap chest at the bottom. So now I've got a one long, small, small, one long, small, small. So this is kind of symmetrical. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like the way that looks. That's how you use trap chests to get around the limitation of not, of you can't put two small chests next to each other. You actually can if you're using trap chests. So that's trap chest. Now let's move on to signs. Let me put some signs in my inventory here. There we go. All right, so I got 16 signs here. If you don't know how to do signs, here's how you set signs. First of all, let's decide what we're going to sell. I'm going to go ahead and right off the bat, I'm going to start buying diamonds from people. Actually, let's start with ore, because I can buy more ore, or iron ingots actually, because I don't actually have the buying power. I only have $4,000 so far in this prison, so I can't really buy a bunch of diamonds the way I do in prison 3. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a sign. The way you do a sign is you hold shift click. So you go into sneak. I'm going to sneak a sign onto my chest. You go into sneak and you right click on the chest that you want to put something on. So let's shift click and right click on the chest. So I'm going to put that I want to buy iron ingots from people at $60 per ingot. I've kind of walked around a little bit, and most people are buying iron ingots for about 50 to 55. I know that I can sell them for 102. It's either 102 or 108. Anyway, I can sell them for over 100 in the C3 commissary. So I'm going to go for 60 and try to make, about $40 off each one of them. So you do a left bracket, and you always write the sign as if you're the person looking at it, like a customer. So if you want someone to sell you something, then you put sell, because the customer will be selling it to you. So you put sell 1, that's the number of items on the second line. And then you put the item name. In this case, it's going to be iron _ ingot. And then the price. I'm going to buy $. $sign must be in there, $60. So I'm going to buy. People are going to sell me 1 iron ingot for $60. All right. So that's my first sign. I'm only going to set up 1. I'm not going to go through here. I haven't went through the prison and priced gold and diamonds. Prices for diamonds kind of surprise me. In prison number 3, they're kind of high. You can, I buy diamonds for $3.19, and most of the diamonds that I see around here are people are buying them for $200 or $250. It's very hard. I think I've only found one cell that buys them for about $300, and they were out of money. So there is room to make a lot of money here in this prison, because a lot of people aren't selling. They're making good money in the commissaries if they're using the commissaries. I don't think they are, because there's a lot of cells that I go through and I try to buy something from or sell something to, and they're out of money. So I don't think a lot of people are using the commissaries in this prison, and that's okay. That's fine. That means I can, and I can make a lot of money. So let's go back here over here. That is all we're going to do in this episode. Showed you how to set up your chests. I went over sign creation. Was there anything else I wanted to go over? No, I think that was it. Oh, iron ore. Let's do that real quick. For gaining levels, I talk about this a lot in my other series. For gaining levels, I always buy ore. So let's also do that as well. And I buy ore at a greater rate than I do just ingots. So let's do sell iron ore. Sell 1 iron ore at $65. So $5 more if you give me the ore. The reason I do that, as I've explained in my other series, is that you get tons of experience when you remove the smelted items from the furnace. So check this out. I'm at 30 in my levels down there. I'm at 30 right now, right underneath the last heart. So if I take this out, you're going to watch my levels go up. Look at that. I'm gaining experience just by smelting stuff. So I only did, not that much. I got 28 iron ore out. Let's go ahead and throw in go ahead and throw in this ore here that I've got into this gold ore that I got in one of the cells was selling gold ore really cheap, and so I grabbed it because I knew I could make a pretty good profit on it. So yeah, so when I take this gold out, I'm going to make some XP off of that, and it's free XP. You don't have to go for mining just for experience. You can get a lot of experience by smelting. So yeah, I always buy ore for a little bit more, and that's my slogan on my sign. Welcome to Grumpy Goblins, where I pay more for the ore. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will be recording another episode later. Once we get some stuff coming in, I don't know how much I'm going to do, or when I'm going to do the next recording, probably later today. Get some iron ore sold in there. Then I'll show you how I kind of go around to different shops. I'll show you what I look for. I look for deals. And my goal is to, visit the commissary and make a bunch of money just like I do in my other prison. In retrospect, I kind of wish that I had used one of my other Minecraft accounts for this little experiment other than my Grumpy Goblin character. Not that he isn't the cutest in the world. But the thing is that tickets are shared between all the prisons. And so if I ever want to visit the commissary shop here in this prison, it means I'm going to have to not visit it in my main prison number 3. So that's gonna take some hard choices of whenever it's time for me to get 500 tickets built up, of which prison I'm going to visit the commissary in, because I do want to make $42 million in prison number 3 as quickly as I can so that I can rank up to A1 and then prestige. But I also want to keep this Noob series going so that you can see how to use the commissaries and how to make a bunch of money here in your prison. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.